Are we on now?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Solar Podcast. This is your host, Spirit Auburn, the best-looking red-haired demon this side of wherever our city is located.
Nowhere. We're in your box, Papa.
I don't know. I didn't pass social studies. Okay.
You're still not the best. You're still not the best looking. So.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway, we got an awesome show for you tonight. We've had a few things switched around. Now my daughter Maka is going to be in charge right now. I am so proud of her.
Shut up, you're not.
Oh. But let's all give our thank you to Keelik for being there for us, even though he's going to be going away soon. We wish him the best of luck. Anyway, while Maka is busy being her normal bookworm self and researching the news, I'm going to throw it over to Tsubaki, who actually has some gaming news. Take it away, Ninja Girl.
Coming up one more time, and I will use that to my advantage. Anyways,
That wasn't an insult.
Be quiet. Anyways, I have a lot of news actually tonight, because a lot apparently has happened over the past week. The first bit of news is Skullgirls has over $420,000 in funding for new characters. So now they're actually releasing more potential characters, and at $600,000 they're going to release a new character into development. And this is going to be whatever the fans vote for, which I will probably be posting this later if I can get on Facebook. Right now my computer wants to be a bitch, so yeah. And I know no one knows what this is, so I'm not going to ask for comments yet. Next bit of news, One Piece. Pirate Warriors 2 shows off the cast of characters. It's basically just a big trailer with all the characters in it, which I will be posting up later. And this was apparently just posted a couple of hours ago today, so this is still fairly new. Another bit of news is apparently Kingdom Hearts HD is also going to fall into Sword Art Online sales. So, it's actually pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting if you actually know what the hell they're saying here, because it's all statistics and everything, which that'll be posted for any fans of either series. This is all pure Japanese, by the way. They have yet to release any of this in America. They've released it in Japan, though. More bits of news is apparently Compiled Hearts is looking for a publisher to bring Holy Sorcerer stories overseas. Now, I'm actually surprised that they haven't gotten this already licensed over here, because they're usually very popular with American gamers. But basically, the game is going to be like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and it's going to be for Vita, where you're going to be playing as a girl. There's not a lot of info on this yet, though, considering they have yet to actually have licensing in America for doing all this over here. And I don't think they've actually made the game yet for us. So I'm probably gonna be following this because the gameplay looks very interesting from the pictures I can tell. There's now a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 3DS trailer online now that was posted yesterday around 2:20 p.m. And apparently this can be for the 3DS, as everyone knows. And at launch, a special Pikachu-themed Nintendo 3DS XL is going to be available for purchase. And the system is going to come with a 4GB SD card that will cost around $200. As previously reported, the new 3DS is going to have either Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. So you're going to be able to choose which game you want on it. Apparently. This is a lot of news. I cannot pronounce the name of this game. I would like to know if someone can pronounce the name of this game, because I really can't. Because they have updated this yesterday. So yeah, someone look at that and tell me how to pronounce it.
Oh god, my computer's being slow. Is it Atelier Torai?
I think it's Totori, but yes, the first part I don't know how to pronounce, so thank you. Yes. That game, there has been an update on this story. It looks as though this game is going to be available for PlayStation Vita in the US, and you're going to be able to find it on the PlayStation Network shops. There's also the game's going to cost $40, as mentioned before, and when you purchase it through GameStop, you're going to get an exclusive swimsuit in the game with a DLC bundle, which is going to be called the Angel Swimsuit and Devil Bikini. Spirit, I really do not want to hear any comments on this from you.
Yay! That is all.
Maka, later on, can you beat some sense into your father?
I can do it right now.
Okay. Okay, then, do it.
Maka chop! Maka chop! Maka chop! Maka chop! Maka chop! Maka chop! Maka chop!
Okay.
You're going to destroy your computer if you keep that up.
But doesn't me just yelling it make you wince? Haven't I conditioned you enough?
Hey, Spirit, if she destroys her computer, though, you gotta buy her a new one, which will hurt your drinking money.
It may be an online podcast, but it still hurts me emotionally.
Yay! Okay, there is still more news coming out about Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory, and this one is the playtest. Apparently it's like the other games. It's simple and basically the same as usual, from what their title says. It's the third game in the series, pretty much, and it's going to be setting into the alternate world of 1989, which, good lord, that's going to be a major history lesson for all of us. And according to all of their pictures that I am looking at, it's going to be like the last Hyperdimension game. So there's not going to really be any change on that. The graphics are a little different just because it's set in a different world. So whoever's actually played the series, you'll get what I mean when you play this up in the next couple of months. And there's also a very creepy picture here. Okay, then. Yeah, though, I'll be posting this up for anyone who actually wants to read all of this, because I just summed it up in a couple of sentences for you. Apparently there's a thing called This Week's Imports on the site that I'm looking at, and this week's is Pirates and Printies. So pretty much, One Piece Pirate Warriors 2 comes out in Japan this week, so people are going to be importing it from over there more than likely next week or two, along with I think Dead or Alive 5, and I cannot pronounce that name, so I'm not going to pronounce it now. Apparently this Gaia Dimensions 2 is on the deck now, and the game is for direct sequel to this Gaia title, as we all know before. And pretty much this is a list of all the games that are going to be released within the next year or a couple of months. So that will be posted up very, very shortly. Finally, got to the part of the news that I've been wanting to get to. Digimon World Digitized Decoded has a new character. Spirit, what do you think on it? And yes, I'm actually gonna ask for your opinion on the Spirit, because you actually like the series.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to bandage my head wound.
I don't care. Click the link.
Okay, fine. Digimon! Digimon.
That's why I was asking for your opinion. I figured you'd already know all about this, because it was released a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I have heard of it, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. I've actually been more focused on reading about the new Digimon PSP game.
Yeah, there's not. I haven't gotten any news on that yet, because I'm trying to look on the official sites for everything.
I'm sorry, but when I was watching it, seeing all the original Digimon warp Digivolve into their Mega Form, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, but what do you think on this one, though? Do you think this will actually be good?
I'm not sure. I mean, each Digimon game is pretty much has its own take on everything. Because each Digimon series is different from the other. It just all depends on how well they go over it. I mean, you're not going to be able to beat the original. That's already a given. But it's nice to see them trying to give it another shot. It's better than the series actually being completely dead.
Yeah, good point. Well, apparently this new character, I think it's supposed to be the Demon Lord of Greed, because they're actually talking about the 6 Demon Lords in the Digimon world now with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much talking about, I think they're talking about that as being a new villain. Either that or it's a person named Rena, which I'm kind of wishing they actually said which one was the new character on this. But it's either the lores that they're talking about, or the new character Rena Shinomiya, who is apparently a calm girl with a strong sense of will. So yeah, but apparently she's dragged into the Digimon world and meets her partner Veemon, which sounds like me, actually. Yeah, though. Apparently this game is set to be released on June 27th for the Nintendo 3DS. I might actually grab that. It looks pretty fun.
And this coming from a Pokemon fan.
Yeah! Hey, I'm not just Pokemon. Yeah, though, that's all I got for this week. All of this is gonna be posted on the on Facebook very shortly as soon as I get off of this. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it back to whoever's in charge tonight.
Thank you, Sabaki, for those interesting games. Sweetie, do you have the news ready?
And I must be going now. I will see you guys later.
Bye, Tsubaki.
Bye, Sabaki.
Bye, John. Bye, Scarlett. Bye, Patty.
Sweetie, do you have the news?
Yeah, don't have a lot, but I have some news.
Well, the floor is yours.
Well, this first thing is going to sound kind of boring, but it's actually really, really important. If you buy anything used, books, movies, that kind of stuff, anything you bought used, this is important to you. A while back, there was a court case in the Supreme Court about the first sale doctrine, and this was specifically on imports because of a guy buying textbooks and selling them cheaper because he could get them cheaper from overseas. They just voted in his favor, which is great because otherwise that was about to be illegal. Like, you wouldn't be buying used anime DVDs or mangas or anything like that. It would have been illegal. So yay for that. This is coming right off of Anime News Network, by the way. All of this is except for one bit.
Awesome.
There's actually a theme song out now for the Japanese dub of My Little Pony. I haven't heard it yet, but I definitely will be going to listen to this after this.
I must hear this too.
Yes, and
Patty wants to hear it too.
I will post a link to that in the chat group, because you can find information on the first sale doctrine. You just have to do that. You just have to work. For Soul Eater news, actually, Chapter 108, Scanlation is online, but again, this is just like the last couple of chapters. You need to watch out because it is terribly translated. I don't think they got the exact opposite of anything anybody said in this chapter, like the last chapter with one of Shinigami's. But if you are reading the new chapter, you should check through with Tumblr, check with Heejung. I can't remember the numbers after their name, but we did reblog their post on it. And Paper Moon, because they will actually have corrections whenever they spot something that's awful and wrong. And then last up that I have, I told you, there's next to no news. Because we all thought Soul was going to... He's going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
In comic rankings, can anybody guess what number 1 is?
Comic ratings?
Well, Japanese comic, manga, sorry. Reading off of sites is hard.
I'm gonna have to, it's kind of like a three-way tie. I'm probably gonna say, Naruto, One Piece, and possibly Fairy Tail.
Well, Two of those things were wrong. It was One Piece, again.
Oh. Well, damn those pirates. I gotta give them props. They sure know how to make their show awesome.
Like, really popular. I don't know. I think this is just new releases for this passing week, I want to say. The 10th through the 16th? Yeah. So, there we go. The super short news.
That was it?
That's literally all I could find, given my time period. Be happy I did anything.
So much for Miss Bookworm.
I read books, not the news.
Okay, that's
I
true.
tell you about Paris and the new Pope and Italy and Rome and all that.
Alright, well, thank you, sweetheart. Now, let's go to our next segment, which is, oh, what do you know, it's me. What really chips my blades? I actually got a good one today, and I'm sure Medusa would probably be interested in hearing this.
Okay.
It actually ties a little bit with costuming. Now, exactly, this is open to the floor, everybody on here. Have you ever ordered a costume from a site that looks legit, and then when you get it, it falls apart the moment you wear it?
Not me particularly, because I make my stuff, but I know friends who have done that.
Oh, well, Medusa, the floor is up. Floor's to you if you know any stories.
I just know certain sellers on eBay they can steal images from other sellers, and even cosplayers, like if you see something listed on eBay and the detail picture of the costume is a cosplayer wearing it, you should probably not buy it. Unless it's actual pictures of the costume, like on a mannequin, you should probably stay away from it. Because people do steal images from other sellers that are actually higher up in the feedback and everything. And to also look at their feedback, of course. But that's actually one of my cosplay do's and don'ts, like to always look at feedback. But yeah, I've just had experience. I think one of them was with a Naruto cosplay. It was just like a really, really bright orange, and it was just horrid. But that's the only thing I can think of on top of my head. But I've heard stories like that.
I mean, like I personally have actually ordered stuff, and like for example, my Ranger suit. My white Ranger costume. Believe it or not, when I first ordered it, I gave them my exact measurements and everything and told them exactly how to make it. And when I get it, for some reason, most of my costumes end up being a lot smaller than normal. Because you give them your entire list and your measurements and everything, and then when you finally get it, it's so freaking small.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing why you should always be wary about if you commission costumes overseas.
Yeah.
Because they use a completely different sizing chart.
And that's like, I completely agree with that. And whenever I'm actually making a flight suit for someone from Gundam Wing, and I told him he's going to have to travel down here at least twice. He lives up in Tennessee. And he's willing to do that because he can't find it anywhere else. But I told him straight up, I'm going to need his body for several measurements, several different times. So I understand completely where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
And he ordered one a long time ago for Black Star, and he gave them his measurements, but he actually ended up with one that was way too big. Like, I was running around wearing his pants because I was like, wow, I could live in these. It was huge, but like, you're lucky if it's too big because then you can size it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it reminds me of my Mamoru Uchiha cosplay because you know all those websites like Cosplay Magic. For those of us who aren't gifted with amazing sewing skills, we actually have to buy our stuff. But for someone like me, whose upper body, shoulders, and chest are way bigger than your waist, because you have to order something that's 2XL for your top, but it's only ordered in sets. so when you get the pants, it's way too big. I hate that. I'm like one of those horrible body portion people. It's horrible. That's what really chips my blades.
Personally, I've only ordered one, like my school regular Maka outfit. That's just one that I've pieced together from, buying stuff here and there.
I mean, that's like the best thing to do with cosplays. I mean,
but my toy outfit I did order, and the one thing that I don't like about it, aside from the fact that the blue is darker, but it's okay because the manga's inconsistent. The one thing I don't like about it, though, is that when I first, one of the buttons was really off. Like, it was way higher than the other. And I could tell from just, like, looking in the mirror, I'm like, how did they not know? Because it made my whole chest look lopsided. I was like, really? Really?
Yeah. But just a little bit of advice. When it comes to any kind of costumes involving armor, be there when it's being made. You need to physically be there to see everything. Make sure, if you order something that's armor, make sure it's somebody within probably the United States who uses the same measurements, because if it's armor and it's too small, you're screwed. If it's too big, you're screwed.
I don't actually order custom sizing ever. Like, I'm probably going to order another outfit soon, but I'm not going to order custom sizing just because I don't trust it. I'll just order one of their sizes and change what I need when I get it.
And that's a smart thing to do. But what really chips my blades is when you order a cosplay costume, you give them your measurements and they give it to you and it looks like complete shit.
Yeah.
That's what chips my blades.
Buyer beware.
Yes, buyers beware. Anyway, on to our next segment. It's called Fandom WTF. Who owns that segment?
I do.
Maka, take it away again.
So, Fandom WTF for this week is relevant to Chapter 108 because everyone just decides that they can post every picture of the chapter online because obviously everyone is keeping up with the manga on 108 when it's not even out in English yet, and you can post whatever spoilers you want. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You're douchebags.
That's how they work.
Especially on Tumblr when you can just tag it as a spoiler, and people who are really not wanting to see that have Tumblr Savior. And they can block that tag, so they don't have to see your post. You can even stick it under a read more. Your jokes and commentary are not so important that you need to ruin the new twist for whoever is following the series right now. Most people don't even want to touch the series or scanlation-wise until the end of the month when the better translations are out. So, stop being dicks, fandom. Tag your spoilers. Put them under a read more. Same thing goes for you if you're on Facebook or whatever. You don't need to post that image. You can just say, oh my god, new spoiler, you want to talk about it, message me or something, really. Not that hard. It's common courtesy, especially for a fan that's getting traffic in because of the Toonami airing. What I got. I like young.
Very nice. Is that all, sweetheart?
That's it. Then, unless y'all have anything to add.
You're just like your mother.
What?
Nothing. Anyway, our next segment is cosplayer. Medusa, I believe this is your segment.
Yes. This week I have one of my friends. Her name is Danny. Her cosplay name is Marmalade Heart, and let me get the DeviantArt.
I think I've heard of her.
She is a very good Peter Pan. That's what I think she's known for right now. I think she was, she has done, Liz from Soul Eater. Let me get everything up. But anyway, my top favorite cosplays of hers have been, Peter Pan, Luca, and Luca from Vocaloid. And, Asami from Avatar, even though I really hate the character, she does a wonderful Asami. And she does an amazing Panty from Panty and Stocking. I know everyone does Panty, but she's very good at it.
Panties.
Papa?
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Was she at MomoCon?
Yeah, she was. As Peter Pan mostly.
Yeah, because I'm looking at her picture right now, and I remember her walking into the. Just remember her walking into the hotel.
Yeah, she had a hook with her too. Most of
I'm looking for Asami because I really don't like that character either, but I do like a lot of cosplays of her.
I can try to find a picture. I don't know if she has any up. Because whenever she did Asami this past AWA, I don't think she finished it all the way. Because I remember asking her about it. But, oh, by the way, she does Sebastian, if any of you guys are into that, whatever it's called, Black Butler.
Black Butler.
Look, I don't hate Black Butler or anything, but that series is way too overdone.
It is. But I know
There's just too many of them.
girls. So.
Oh snap! Durara. Very cool. Can't remember that freaking character's name.
But in the meantime, I can try to find her Asami and actually her Liz, because that's not posted up there either. I don't think. But and I can show that to you later. But yeah, she did Daphne from Scooby Doo, and she had
Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
She pulls off a very cute Daphne.
Yeah. Here is her.
Quick question: is the Fred in her picture a chick?
It is.
Wow, that for some reason that just doesn't really seem right. That's just me.
It's a good Fred though for a chick. Oh, I found her Asami.
I mean, yeah, it's a good cosplay, but you wouldn't really think about a female dressing up as Fred from Scooby Doo, though.
You can't
But that's
deal with
just me.
cosplays, Papa.
Okay, there is her Asami. She's absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. So,
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Score! That is awesome. I really don't like Asami either, actually. She was so boring.
yeah.
But I've never seen an Asami cosplay that I didn't like.
Yeah, and she did Ahura from, what is it called? Sleeping Beauty? Aurora, or whatever I don't know. I've only seen the movie once. But
Yeah, it is Aurora. I haven't seen the movie since I was like 8, though.
okay. But anyway, I got to have breakfast with her Sunday morning at MomoCon. Got to know her a little bit better because she won't be at AWA, unfortunately. Otherwise, she would be in our avatar group as Asami. But she's doing the whole. It's like a Disney intern, but she's doing the Universal Studios one. So she won't be at the next few cons unless, from some miracle she can go. But
Is it a loss of money?
no, she's got to be in Florida.
Yeah, because Nickelodeon does something like that. They do it for writing and art.
Yeah, she's Oh, guys, she did. Do any of you like Uran High School?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I do. The twins.
Okay, she did. I forgot his name, but the guy with the glasses.
Kyoya.
Yes, Kyoya. I mean, she has that type of face that can pull off really gorgeous girls, but then she pulls off really amazing guys as well.
Oh, wow. That is dead on.
Yeah.
Like, that kills me.
You know what's really bad? It's really bad when chicks can actually pull off anime guys a lot better than an actual guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not really bad. Anime guys are pretty effeminate.
Yeah.
That's true. It's the writing style.
There's some girly looking.
Not unless they're manly.
Manly.
Manly moms.
Soul Eater podcast where everyone started deepening their voice to be manly.
All you need is a deep voice and $1 million, and you can call yourself Batman.
What?
All you need is $1 million and a deep booming voice, and you can call yourself Batman.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm sorry, Medusa. Carry on.
Oh, I was pretty much done. I sent you everything that I wanted to send you guys. So
All right. Well, let's do a little testing. Everybody on here. Let's give this cosplayer a rating from 1 to 10. 1 being the worst cosplayer on the face of the earth. 10 being one of the most awesome you've seen so far. Medusa.
it's really hard because she's my friend, and I've seen her work close up, and it is really nice. I would give her between a 9 and a 10 just because she works really hard on her stuff, and she is a nice person, and that's one of the big thing that gets me going about a cosplayer. But everything I've seen her do is almost dead on. That's why she's almost a 10 for me. But I would give her between a 9 and a 10. I can't exactly say because she's my friend, so I don't want to sound biased.
True, even though we kind of wouldn't hold that against you. Sweetheart?
I would say 9 because I'm even looking at some of her props on her DeviantArt page, and those are too cool.
Nice. Patty?
I agree with Maka and Medusa. I'm probably going to have to give this girl, like, between a 9 and a 10. I have seen really good cosplays, but this girl can really pull off the characters that she has cosplayed. And I've met her before. She's really nice.
I have horrible memory, so I've probably run into this person a couple of times. If it was in my ranger suit, I wouldn't remember because I can barely see out of that freaking helmet. But looking at all her stuff, I'm going to give her a 9.5. Alrighty, our next segment is Anime Dissect. I believe this is Stein's segment, but
He said he'd be in late, but you never know. He could just get busy cutting something.
He must have got sidetracked by that goat on the side of the road again. He's always been fascinated about goats.
That poor goat.
I know.
Aren't you supposed to stop him from doing stuff like that?
Hey,
Soul
we're not in
online.
grade school anymore. It's not my job, and not my department either.
Guess who's online?
What? Who?
I think Soul just got online.
I don't see him in my chat.
No, now I see him. Well, let's move on to our next segment, and if Soul manages to, well, pull a Houdini up here, we'll make sure he's doing okay. Anyway, our next segment is art. Patty, I believe this was your segment?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Try not to make it about giraffes this time.
Actually, Spirit, I think you're gonna like this one because your darling little flat-chested girl is in this one. Don't look at me. Okay, let's see. Copy. And let the rest of my fellow members see this. Okay, I think I've outdone myself in this one. This one's pretty good. It has Maka and Corona, or the Zaw, is what we would call Corona now.
Corona? You mean
Corona.
not Dragneel's daughter? Or son, or it?
It. Zaw.
Bizarre.
Zaw. Yes, this one's actually a really, really cool picture since a lot of people since a lot of Soul Eater fans like Maka with Corona. I don't know why, but yes, I do like this picture, and the art, I really love the art, and it's really, really creative. It's kind of on the creepy side, but I love the art on it, and it's not, what is it, it looks like the artist did not cheat their way on this. It's not picture upon picture upon picture. No, this one's actually drawn really well. So let's get the takes on this. Okay, Medusa.
Okay, sorry. I have my microphone muted I like the art style actually, even though it doesn't feel if I can't, are Krona's eyes red or is it just my computer screen?
They're red.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
red.
Are his eyes usually purple?
Yeah, lavender-ish. Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering. I like it. It looks creative. I'm wondering about Maka's outfit, but Krona's doesn't look like Krona's outfit either, so.
The outfit's from the manga.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Maka.
I don't really read into it too shippy of a picture, honestly. I don't really ship Maka and Krona. I do kind of see it as like an unconditional love sort of thing, especially if you're keeping up with the manga right now. It's kind of sweet, but I don't ship them in the romantic kissy sense. But you can ship characters without shipping like that. But overall, I really do like it. Like, I like how simple the background is. Because I think that would, like, doing anything else with the background would have really taken away. It's well planned, which a lot of fan art, they're like, oh, I got these awesome characters. Now I don't know what to do for a background. Which I can see that happens to me a lot whenever I try to draw something. Which is why I don't try to draw. Because I'm bad at it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Maka. It's pretty epic. Okay. Spirit?
To tell you the truth, it does kind of look like a whole Soul Eater style, just because of how the faces are drawn. I mean, I really do like the whole Corona side with the black and the red. But one thing that really does seem to bug me is, now this could just be my vision, but when I look at Maka's face, it doesn't look like she has any the white in her eyes. It's like her eyes are not formed. It looks like an old Mickey Mouse cartoon eyes, or Omi from Shaolin Showdown. His eyes, how he has no eyeballs. It's just one giant eyebrow and that little dot. And it's like Maka has a giant eyebrow and a dot for an eye. That's the only thing that bothers me.
Hey, we're posting the picture on the live stream, right?
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Yeah, actually in here, I just realized this. It looks like Krona's trying to hypnotize Maka or put her under a spell or something.
Yeah. Krona does look evil, kind of, in this picture. Now that you bring it up.
Oh, Medusa. This is your
I had
childhood.
nothing to do with this.
Actually, you had a lot to do with this, and I can't enter URLs on live stream. That sucks.
But this whoever did this artwork did a really good job.
And every time you guys say Corona, I feel proud because of
Actually, I don't know why.
I just say Za.
Za.
Corona. No, seriously, look at my picture on site. Corona.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I can't post the link on live stream, but I'll post it in the group.
Okay.
Anybody who's on Facebook is lucky. Everybody else, your life sucks.
Who likes what?
Their life sucks.
No. Yeah,
Well,
I'm sure everybody has those moments sometimes.
we can just ask the Za for that.
Yeah, you know what the very sad thing about Corona is? If Corona ever plays Pokemon, she can't get past the intro.
There's an image spam on Tumblr of that. It's
I know.
full. It's so
Can you imagine? Hey Corona, how far are you in Pokemon? I can't get past the intro. Why? What do you mean? Ask if I'm a boy or a girl. Oh. Is there a third option? No. Oh crap.
Poor
Well, I
thing.
mean, I think a couple of countries even use a gender neutral term this far, so okay.
Patty, is that it for your little trip down the art lane?
Yes, it is. In my mind, I went to the gutter for that. I don't know why.
Okay, you went down the porno lane. Let's go ahead and put it there. Let's go ahead and announce it to the world. Go for it. Just announce it. It's already out there. Okay, moving on. Our next one is Con Survival. I do believe this was my segment. Was it? I did Con Survival? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was.
I have a very little interesting piece. This is from my personal experience. When it comes to cosplays that involve armor or anyone guarding their faces, now don't run up and hug them. I know you would probably want to hug a giant robot or possibly, but if you do, you might actually damage the costume. See, a lot of people will not actually tell you this, but armor is actually very fragile than how it looks. Like, armor is, when you're dealing with something like, I remember somebody running around as Voltron, or maybe all those Power Ranger Megazord cosplayers out there, it's really difficult to walk in those. And it's really hard to be able to associate, especially because no one will be able to hear you. That's why you don't see a lot of people dressed up as Power Rangers or Kamen Riders or any other kind of people that wear masks and helmets. It's actually not a very comfortable suit, to tell you the truth. However, my Con Survival tip for you is, if you're going to run around in armor or a full suit of armor, and like Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist, make sure to, every 15 minutes, take a breather. Take your helmet off, sit down and catch your breath. Because it's really stressful wearing a full suit of armor running around, especially when you're in a convention where everyone's so crammed in such a small little area, you get bumped and brashed and thrown up against stuff. Has anyone else ever had this situation before?
No, but Professor Sid attacked me when he was dressed as Power Ranger at MomoCon.
Ooh, right.
He jumped me from behind.
Right, he was the infamous Bobblehead Ranger, right?
It about got dangerous.
Medusa, do you have any friends who wear costumes like that?
I do, actually. I am friends with several members of the Mando Mercs and the 501st. And they make Mandalorian outfits, but they use something called Sintra, and it's way more durable than any craft foam or Wonderflex or whatever else people use to make armor. Usually they can withstand most stuff unless they don't know how to make it properly. But my friend Mark, who actually makes my props, he's known as the tank of the Mandos because his armor is just pretty much indestructible. And actually this story pertains to Soul Eater, actually. 2 MomoCons ago, Stein was running across the street and his coat caught on my friend's Mandalorian outfit and completely just ripped his coat down the side. My friend's Mandalorian was it looked untouched. Like nothing broke off of it. But that's the only thing I can really think of, because those are the only people that I have friends with that use the whole armor method. But if you don't use the right stuff, I have seen it happen before where people get, glommed with whatever and then something falls off.
Yeah, that's another good thing. Has anyone ever is it really, do they have a hard time breathing in those costumes, or do they have a certain way of breathing, or I remember some stormtrooper people actually have built-in AC units in their backpacks.
Those are usually the people who do the 501st, because that's more the movie grade people. More the Mandos. It's just, it would be like wearing a Power Ranger helmet. It does get hot in there, but usually the AC units, those are usually the people who actually made the movie grade quality stuff. Like, you've got to be approved to be in the 501st. So, but it's like wearing a Power Ranger.
Yeah, unfortunately, me and my friends aren't lucky enough to have such AC, even though we really wish we had, like, the ability to talk while inside our helmets. That would be extremely awesome. It'd be something that would probably be worth looking at and crafting in the near future. But my con survival tip for you this episode is, if you're going to wear armor or you're going to wear helmets, be cautious. And the best thing to do, have somebody to help lead you around, because they will lead you out of the crowds, and you won't have to worry about people bashing and crashing into your suit, ruining it.
So in other words, get your personal cosplay bitch.
Yep. Even if it costs money, because I'm sure probably $5 an hour is worth than probably the $50 to $100 of replacement gear you have to buy for your costume after the full weekend. Yeah, I think everyone would agree with that. All right, that's it for Con Survival. Our next segment is fan fiction. Maka, was this yours?
Yep, it sure is.
Oh, you're on a roll today, sweetheart. Take it away.
Papa, I'm going to. Anyway, so for fanfiction this week, I have only one. I was going to feature a bad one, but it's already pulled. Sadness, because I really didn't know what was going on, and I was hoping everybody could tell me, but oh well, it's been removed.
It's a lot better than that one we talked about at MomoCon that night.
Oh, there's so many of those.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I only have a good one this week. And it's a little one-shot. It's called 1 Week's Detention by Silent Epiphany. And it's actually a Spirit and Stein friendship fanfiction. See, I totally read things that aren't Soma. You should be so proud of me.
Wait a minute, there's no yaoi in this?
It's more friendship than it is yaoi.
Oh, thank God. I get so tired of those yaoi pairings.
I should feature a yaoi just to bother you.
No!
Yeah, next week, tune in. Maka's gonna feature a yaoi. Anyway, it's really short, but it didn't need to be longer than it was. I actually read it a while back, and I forgot how much I liked it until the other day. Just not enough people do stuff with them being friends, and I just think that's cool. And they're in character, and they're younger, and just, yeah. So you should all read that, and I'm gonna post links. I'll post a link in Ustream with a bunch of spaces, like I did with the Zero Chan, because I realized I could do spaces. So I'm spacing it. But I actually like it just for the fact that not a lot of people write about those two being friends. Or if they do, they take it really far. And by really far, I think you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
They take it really far. And a lot of people just tend to forget that, like, how they were friends. Like, Spirit was kind of obligated. It wasn't just, oh, this is my bro Stein. He likes to dissect stuff. Yeah, this is my buddy Spirit. I like to cut him open. You guys know how that is, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sad that the bad one got removed, because I was so happy showing you guys it. But no, we don't get a bad fan fiction this week.
Hooray!
That's not a hooray.
Oh, okay.
Everyone loves bad fan fiction. Need some good brain bleach in your life. Maybe next week I'll just do 2 bad fan fictions to make up for this lack of bad fan fiction.
Alrighty.
Actually, I think I've read some things by that author before, so they're pretty good.
Alrighty. Well, we're nearing the end of the show. Only 2 more segments left. I believe our next one is Cosplays, Do's, and Don'ts with Medusa. Medusa?
Okay. one thing that was really bothering me at MomoCon that I'm just going to touch on, and then the other one is a cosplay do and don't. My first thing, cosplay little, I don't know what you would call them, like mousy, kitty, squeaky girls that are like really shy or that do the whole Mew thing. I don't know. What would you call those girls?
Moe?
What would you call them?
Like Moe, right? They're like the ones who are, oh my god,
They pretty much sound like Hinata, but in cat version. Like, it's so fucking annoying, but I don't know what you call them. But if you're in, like, a certain cosplay and you're doing that shit, like, I know you can be shy at times, but please, for God's sake, act your character. Like, don't be... Ugh. I don't know what else to say. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think it's probably Moe.
Okay. I just wanted to touch on that because that was really bothering me at MomoCon. But anyway, okay, a cosplay do, don't, or whatever. It's about wigs again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just really big into the whole wig commission thing because.
Well, it's a very big part of cosplay. I mean.
Yeah.
And it's the easiest to screw up and most expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But pretty much my topic was going to be choosing the right wig. Wig makes up probably half of your costume. Like if your costume just looks amazing and you have a shitty wig, you're probably going to be labeled shitty from the very beginning. Like that's one of the main things I look at when I'm looking at awesome cosplayers. But if you're going to choose the right wig, you need to ask around. You need to ask for commissioners just in case your wig gets in and it doesn't look right. You need to have a price range in your head. The money that you spend on just buying the wig is probably not going to be all the money you spend on that wig. Like, you probably need to find a commissioner if you do not know how to style a wig yourself. Also, ask for color samples. I know Arta Wigs does this. Probably a few other popular wig vendors do it as well. I'm not so sure about eBay. Some of them might. I've never ordered a wig that was just the wrong color completely. Another way you can avoid this is if it's off eBay, you can look at the feedback that they have received, like reasons for if they've received negative feedback. If they've received negative just for shipping and you're in a rush to get it, don't buy from the seller. If the negative is because it's the wrong color or just the wrong wig completely, you probably just shouldn't buy from the seller at all. Mm-hmm. And of course, the other thing that I was talking about earlier with Spirit was that if they use an actual cosplayer as their picture, as, advertising the wig, you should probably stay away from it. One last thing is using a lace front wig. Do any of you guys know what a lace front wig is?
I do. Best friend drag queen.
Okay, awesome. If you're doing someone like, say, is there anyone off Soul Eater that you would use a lace front wig for? I can't really think. Well,
I can't off the top of my head think of anybody whose hairline's visible.
Okay, do you know what, everyone knows who Natsu is, right? From Fairy Tail?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really familiar with that character.
Okay. You know the little bitty strand of pink hair that goes straight up in the front?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would have to, like, if you've ever worked with a wig and you try to pull it straight up, it's not gonna go, because the wig is sewn downward. But a lace front wig is pretty much, Toshiro Hitsugai, that would be a good one. All the hair is just going straight back. And if you don't have a lace front wig, either your wig cap's gonna show, or it pretty much just transitions the wig into your natural hairline. It makes it look like it's not really a wig. If you have a really nice wig, it'll look like it's your natural hair. And I guess that's what a bunch of I don't want to say like black wig stores use, but that's the only thing I can think of.
It honestly is, like, that's where my friend got a lot of his drag stuff back.
Yeah.
I think one of the things is, I know some cosplayers love to try to be cheap with their wigs and go to places like Party City and buy really cheap wigs and expect to be able to, mold them and craft them into actually good wigs.
Yeah.
a lot of times I've never seen that actually work.
I had to do that with a Genesis wig from Final Fantasy, and it actually did hold up, but it was just extremely hard, and I couldn't get it to straighten all the way because it wasn't heat resistant. But yes, I would stay away from the city completely.
Like, even if you can make them do that, just think about time is money, because I got a really cheap one whenever I was doing my Gag Bella cosplay, and the wig turned out looking better than it had initially, but it still didn't look that great, but I didn't care because I was Bella, and nobody cares what her hair looks like because she sucks and she's boring. But, like, I spent way too much time fiddling with that.
Yeah.
I could have just spent, like, an extra, $20 at the Black People store. I feel awkward saying this without Keelik and Cindy.
Or Sally's Beauty Supply has hair extension,
True.
which is what I'm gonna have to do for Cora. So, but yeah, that was my section. So that's all I had to say.
Oh, but since we did mention Black People stores, let me tell you, the makeup at those wig stores is awesome and really cheap.
I will keep that in mind.
Very nice. I got a question. I feel like a sudden cold air just breached the air. Is a certain screwball here?
Your redundancy is painful. A certain cold air reached the air.
Hey, you're just
Give me
in
a-
time to do before we
give me a
name
break,
this
I've been-
episode.
Give me
I'm
a break,
sorry,
I've been
I'm late,
drinking.
guys. I miss everything.
Now we're at the very end, but we can still go back and do your segment if you want.
I really have nothing to review. I've been so busy going to school.
Well, this has been a really quiet podcast episode.
Yeah. not a lot of-
then I'm even more angry.
I've really liked this episode, actually.
It's been calm.
It's gone really quick and smoothly, and we haven't gotten off topic at all.
Yeah, we've been staying on there, but we need more
My
chaos.
inner ADD is crying.
Well, Stein, you're here to help us name the episode, and you can probably say something completely random if you want. Probably talk about dissecting that goat you saw earlier today.
I don't dissect things anymore.
Ooh.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, I say.
Mako took away my scalpels, and she's being mean.
Oh, I didn't give those back, did I?
No!
Wow, Pop. I'm better at keeping him in check
Stein-
than you. Not even
Stein
trying.
without his scalpels is like me without my ladies. That just doesn't make any sense.
I'm not even gonna try taking those away.
You're right, that makes no sense. Your comparison is horrifying. It's like redundancy all over again.
Very funny, screwhead. Anyway,
I have cotton candy. You should be jealous.
anyway, now let's move on to the segment we've all been waiting for. Name this episode. All right, let's start with Stein. Stein, since you came on, we'll let you go first.
Well, the first thing that came on when I heard was when I did my Final Fantasy wig. So, Final Fantasy wig.
Final Fantasy wig. Okay. Medusa, you're up.
Oh, no, don't go to me. I don't know.
Say Final Fantasy wig.
No, that doesn't make any sense. You haven't even been here. Shut up.
Exactly, which is why I'm saying Final Fantasy wig.
Final Fantasy wig.
It's a wig. No saying this.
The wig.
Oh God. Well, I don't know what kind of name you would call it, but I think we should name something about it being like a revamped episode. Like we have a new host. And,
Final Fantasy wig reconstruction of
oh my
podcast.
God, Stein, shut up.
Reconstruction of Final Fantasy wig.
Reconstruction of Final Fantasy. Yes.
Reconstruction of your face.
You don't get to say anything. You died in the 21st episode.
I don't know you.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know you.
Now, if we're talking about the manga,
I don't know Spirit.
Well-
Hurry, come on, Snake Lady, say something. You did your segments. Find something in there. or else we'll have to go with Stein's horrible name.
I got.
Ideas, but they're all racist.
Oh,
I think we've crossed that line more than
Yeah,
once.
yeah, we've crossed that horribly enough.
I know, it's worse with no black people.
black
Melon ballin'.
black wig chop.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, you should, to whoever's listening to the podcast, send Stein money so he can go to SakuraCon.
No one.
Go
listens.
send money now.
We actually have one listener that I know of right now. Hi, Angie.
Send money, bitches.
No, don't send money to him.
Spend it on booze and whores.
That's usually what she spends.
No, but seriously, I need money. Send it to Blackstar at the people.
Why are they sending it to Black Star?
Wait,
Because that's my PayPal account. BlackStarDWMA@gmail.
hey, poppin' tags, black wigs and thrift shop.
Hey, we don't need your booby
Something
pictures.
stuck to my head yesterday. And the day before yesterday. So,
I wish I had my booby picture. I make so much money.
All right, we're getting a little bit off topic here. Maka, did you already say your
it's
title?
the end of the episode and we have forever. Who cares about topic now?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Mine was going to be a world without black people or the wig shop.
Ooh.
I
Okay,
agree with Maka.
Final Fantasy Black People Wig Shop.
Patty, yours?
Okay, what Stein just said. I like what Stein just said.
Final
All right.
Fantasy Black People Wig Shop.
I think I'm
always
gonna
love
go.
my recommendations. The fuck?
I'm gonna go with the reconstruction of the Final Fantasy wig in the whatever Stein just said. Pretty much, let's just combine everything into one giant sentence and make it a flippin' awesome name.
I wish I could. I wish you guys could see the amount of erection I have right now for this
My
podcast.
No. No. This is not okay.
Keep that in the laboratory, dude.
Cool. My mind went to the gutter again.
Your mind didn't even need to go to gutter. It was taken there.
Oh, you need to grow up a little bit more, Maka.
Talking about Professor Stein's penis
Erection.
means it means I need to grow up more when I say that we're being taken to the gutter because it looks like we're in the gutter. This officially went to gutter land.
Spirit, I think you can end it now.
No, don't you dare end it.
First we gotta send the title to Keelik. Okay, we gotta type it and magically
I
send
get
it
the
to him
feeling
over in
that
Valorant.
I get the feeling that if he's recording and we just listen to the podcast, he's got his mic muted and he's just screaming obscenities left and right for the entire podcast.
No, he's probably doing that and looking at My Little Pony stuff.
Stein, what did we call this episode again so Keelik can hear?
Reconstruction of the Black Guy Wig Shop.
No, I thought Final Fantasy was in there.
No.
I think my niece is ready to kill someone.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and do the show before she decides to kill somebody because I think there's enough snakes on this podcast too. There's enough snakes here. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and say this. You're listening to the Soul Eater podcast. I'm Spirit Auburn. I'm dead sexy. Everyone,
Yeah, and I know it.
everyone, say your own little intro. Say your name. Say something you want to say at the end. Then we'll call it a wrap. Okay, Stein.
Bitches, what's up?
No, you got to say I'm Stein and bitches.
Oh
Oh my
what's up.
god. Of
I'm
course.
Stein, bitches, what's up?
Okay, there you go. Medusa.
Hi, I'm Medusa. Beautiful Sin Cosplay on Facebook.
Like her, bitches.
Hi, I'm Mocket. I'm talking because Patty's not talking. Patty.
I'm Patty, and thank goodness for good art this time, and at least I have some upper chest like Maka doesn't.
Really? Really? We're going there. Not
Yes, we are. You
Just
started
like
it.
the other podcast.
Yeah, well, okay. Next episode, Maka versus Patty, a fight for cleavage. We'll be selling tickets soon. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on wherever this thing's being live casted, and let's all wrap it out. Peace.
I'm gonna go master.